Will DreamWorks at some point appear in either of your animation shows? Yes, both How to Train Your Dragon and Prince of Egypt are in the lineup for Admirable Animations. On the bad side, there's Shark Tale. How did you become a brony? I was subscribed to Josh Scorcher for his video game stuff when he started uploading his reviews of MLP episodes. I watched them and I found his reviews pretty funny. Since the first episodes were pretty mediocre, I didn't look beyond that. Until he reviewed Dragon Shy, which was, wow, 11 months ago, and he's only moved forward one episode. And then I saw Turnabout Storm. Turnabout Storm was what finally brought me over. Will you play Fighting is Magic? When it comes out, sure. Thoughts on Invader Zim? I really liked it. I haven't seen it in ages, but I remember it being one of those few shows that could do mean-spirited really, really well. I also remember that it had some odd obsession with meat that I never really got. What's your opinion on the Iron Giant? Well, it's going to be an admirable animation around Thanksgiving. I love Iron Giant. The only time I didn't love it is when Cartoon Network decided to play it on loop for 24 hours and I suffered overplay syndrome, which wears off. But yes, I really do love that movie. The ending especially gets to me. It's probably my favorite animated feature that wasn't made or localized by Disney. Now that M.A. Larson is gone for Season 4, who should write the rest of the Magical Mystery Cure 3-parter? I'm pretty sure that's going to be Megan McCarthy. And yeah, she seems to be the best candidate. After all, she knows better than anyone else where the show is actually going. Let's just hope she's learned to play up her strengths and downplay her weaknesses. How old are you in real life? My birthday is July 21st, 1992. At present, I am 21 years old. Have you ever seen Full Metal Alchemist? No, I have not. Sorry. Plan on reviewing any other movies? Well, normal cartoon episodes aren't going to last me forever, but yes, I am planning on reviewing a lot of other movies. How far would you go with personal questions? How far are you willing to go? Ever plan on reviewing the original Hunchback of Notre Dame? Yeah, I don't see why not. There are plenty in the canon that I would consider admirable animations, and Hunchback is definitely one of them. Is there an episode of SpongeBob that you like? Pizza Delivery, FUN, Band Geeks, Sandcastles in the Sand, Dying for Pie, Chocolate with Nuts, Frankendoodle, Welcome to the Chum Bucket, and of course there's the movie. Yeah, there are a lot of episodes that I like. Will you review My Little Investigations once it's released in the near future? Yeah, sure. Who is your favorite Phoenix Wright character and villain? Why? To answer both, Godot. First of all, he's one of the only prosecutors who never seems sadistic. Secondly, he's really complex. Third, his philosophies about coffee are absolutely hilarious. And fourth, that visor is really cool. What do you think about Josh Scorcher's videos? I really like them. After all, they're part of the reason I got into the fandom. Although I don't agree with them entirely. I think Look Before You Sleep sucks, and Griffin the Brush Off is pretty good. Name the main cast from Friendship is Magic from least favorite to favorite, counting the main six, the CMC, and Spike. Spike, Apple Bloom, Applejack, Scootaloo, Sweetie Belle, Twilight, Rarity, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, and Fluttershy. That was from least favorite to favorite. What is your favorite and least favorite Disney princess? The character. My favorite is Rapunzel from Tangled, very bubbly and optimistic and loaded with personality, and a really great character design. My least favorite is Pocahontas from Pocahontas for being as boring as tar. What is your favorite and least favorite Disney princess movie? As for the favorite, does Aladdin count? If not, I'm gonna go with Princess and the Frog, which I think is a better overall movie than Tangled. Least favorite, and I'm guessing Black Cauldron doesn't count. Once again, I'm gonna go with Pocahontas for being pretentious and preachy. Do you like video games nowadays? If so, which do you play? Yes, I love video games. I made a list about that a while back. And like I said, I got a video game bucket list that I'm working on. It has everything from Pong to The Last of Us. I might post it at some point. Are you going to review any Gravity Falls, Old SpongeBob, Tom and Jerry Tales, and Digimon Digital Monsters episodes? I haven't seen Digimon or Tom and Jerry Tales. Yes, I will review Gravity Falls episodes and maybe some Old SpongeBob. Gravity Falls is on the good list, but Old SpongeBob can actually be on either. People keep asking me if there's bad Old SpongeBob episodes. I'm With Stupid would probably be the worst pre-movie SpongeBob episode. Can you review the shows developed by 4Kids, and see if you can help knock them down a peg? I think everyone knows the horrible dubbing job that 4Kids has done, completely altering shows for older teenagers to make them viewable for younger kids, and removing any resemblance of Japanese culture. You don't need me to do that. What would you have said if somebody told you MLP could be good before Generation 4? Considering what there was, and what I've seen, I would have believed that it would have taken some kind of miracle. And what do you know? A miracle happened. What do you think are some of the most overrated/underrated movies ever? Underrated first, and by the traditional sense that critics just pan this. I'm gonna have to say Meet the Robinsons. Yes, it's clunky and at a breakneck pace, but it's just a movie that gives you a really good feeling. As for underrated as in nobody's ever heard of it, I'm gonna say Polly. It's a very emotional family movie. Now for overrated, and please don't hate me, you guys asked, I'm gonna say A Christmas Story. That's a movie that just gives me a very unpleasant feeling. And no, it's not the overplay that did it to me. That would imply that I liked it the first time I watched it all the way through. Haha, his tongue got frozen to a pole. That's not funny. That's just kind of wrong. I have a similar reaction to Malcolm in the Middle, by the way. It might have something to do with the conditions I grew up in, I don't really know. What do you think of a video called Picture Perfect Pony? It's one of my favorite fan animations, coming second only to Children of the Night. The song is really good, and the animation is pretty flawless. Like, better than Double Rainbow good. It's pretty much show quality in both animation and music. I can imagine this coming in an episode about being yourself or something. What is your opinion on Avatar: The Last Airbender and its movie? The cartoon is one of the greatest of all time. It's in my top 3. The movie is fucking horrible, although it could have never worked in the first place to begin with, due to redundancy. We've already got one Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it doesn't need anything added or subtracted. We don't need a version narrowed down to less than the bare bones. What are some of your least favorite TV shows ever? Well, there's the aforementioned Malcolm in the Middle, and yes, I really don't like Malcolm in the Middle, and the aforementioned cartoons that I hate. There's Dude, What Would Happen, and pretty much all the other live-action crap on Cartoon Network. No, I'm not complaining that they weren't animated. I'm complaining that they all sucked. Horribly. Is there something you generally hate throughout Friendship is Magic? Snips and Snails? Diamond Tiara? Okay. Usually how Fluttershy is characterized. It seems that when the writers want to do anything with her, they either turn her into a punching bag or a vindictive asshole. Or in some tragic cases, both in the same episode. Cats or dogs? Dogs, definitely. Do you plan on reviewing any Disney sequels in the future? There are 38 of these things if you count planes. Yes, of course. I actually have the file for Tarzan 2. I really want to rip Atlantis 2 a new one. Fox and the Hound 2 looks more stupid than Hunchback 2. The Lion King 1.5 is just plain insulting to a great movie. And The Enchanted Christmas will be a great one to do when the holidays come around. What inspired you to start making videos? MLP reviews specifically? The episode Magical Mystery Cure. The themes of friendship are so strong in that episode that it made me really want to join the community, instead of being just another faceless bystander.
Would you try? Just give it a chance. You might find that you'll start to understand.
Apparently it was the right decision. How does DuckTales hold up to MLP and other modern cartoons in general? A lot better than most other 80s cartoons. What you have to understand is that DuckTales was the first cartoon ever made for syndication. So in essence, it's when people started giving a real shit in quite a long time. Looking back, it's a little bit cheesy, and I do like modern cartoons better, but DuckTales has aged quite nicely. Most cartoons from the 80s you've got to have grown up with to enjoy. DuckTales is not one of them. What are your thoughts on Danny Phantom, Mega Man, Dot Hack, and Yu-Gi-Oh? I really like Danny Phantom. I haven't played Mega Man, but 3 Mega Man games are on the list. I haven't even heard of Dot Hack, and Yu-Gi-Oh is my favorite trading card game of all time, and I did really enjoy the anime. Do you ever plan on doing anime in your atrocities/admirable animation list? Yes. Who is your all-time favorite and least favorite pony? All-time? My favorite pony is Fluttershy. Least favorite pony is Minty.
Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you?
What are your opinions on the CMC, and when do you think, if they will, get their cutie marks? I like them when they're not missing the obvious. I don't know when they're going to get their cutie marks, but I do hope it's soon. How do you feel about Luna's screen time on the show? Does she deserve less, more, or is it fine as it is? I definitely think that she could stand to have more screen time. There is plenty of opportunities to use her as a character, as Sleepless in Ponyville proved. Who are some of your favorite and least favorite YouTubers, and why? I don't really have any least favorites. Outside of the MLP community, I really like Peanut Butter Gamer, Chugga Conroy, Martial Horror, and Smeghead4269. Are you going to sing at 3,000 like others have? The last time I sang, some guy died. If you guys want me to! Who do you relate to most and least in Friendship is Magic? I mostly relate to Fluttershy. As for least, probably Applejack. Thoughts on pony shipping? Well, not all of us can go to the store to buy pony stuff. What? That's not what you mean? Oh, that kind of shipping. I don't seek it out, but I don't mind it much at all. Like I said in my Hearts and Who's Day review, I don't give a crap about romance stories. But I don't mind it all that much when it's a subplot in fanfictions or stuff, such as in Silent Ponyville 2. Favorite superheroes and supervillains? Beyond the Teen Titans, I never really got into superheroes much. So sticking to that, I'd have to say Starfire and Robin for superheroes. And oh yeah, there's the Powerpuff Girls. From that show, him was probably my favorite supervillain. And then there's Aku if he counts. Any favorite animations, PMVs, remixes, etc. from other bronies? Turnabout Storm, Children of the Night, Picture Perfect Pony. On second thought, pretty much anything from Jan Animations. And then there's Smile HD, of course. I'm kidding! Favorite and least favorite fanfiction. Favorites would be Turnabout Storm, Silent Ponyville Reunion, No I'm Not a Brony, Get Me Out of Equestria, and Why Am I Pinkie Pie? Least favorites would have to be Cupcakes and its 20 bazillion spin-offs. Considering you're an Ace Attorney and an MLP fan, what type of ponies do you think the PCs, Phoenix, Mia, Edgeworth, and Apollo would be? Phoenix would be an Earth pony because the world hates him. Maya would be a unicorn because really smart people are unicorns. Edgeworth would be a Pegasus because they're aggressive. And Apollo would be an Earth pony because the world hates him too. If you were to make a series of PMVs to Turnabout Musical, which ponies would match up to which humans? Let's find out!
Don't waste time doubting the facts. Or doubting yourself.
Some attorneys are dishonest, they'll do anything to win. But now I know that I will not give in.
When the moon is bright and pale blue light and trouble is nearby, like one man fights for what is right, the steel samurai. All heroes know when it's time to go and face their destined fate. Or who should show but his deadly foe, the evil magistrate. I saw it with my own two eyes and it was really great.
5 years ago, this accident occurred, but no one on the outside ever heard a word.
So now I'm a blackmailer, is that it?
You know it's the truth. You might as well admit it.
Well, I was hanging out with my girlfriend Ruth in my mansion with the golden picket fence. Excuse me, sir, must I remind you now to please tell the truth? Because perjury's a criminal offense.
Vasquez was framing an innocent man. I took the bait, hook, line, sinker.
What? No. No! This courtroom is a disgrace! You, amateur, it's your fault I'm in this mess.